I use this option strategy to create a 10% profit in less than a week with a very simple yet low risk setup. It's called a double calendar spread, and it's very useful during earnings season. Let me go through with you a real trade that I created using Boeing company on the 12th of July. The earnings announcement was planned to be on the 31st of July, and that's where it gives me an opportunity to create this double calendar spread. By the way, if you're new to options or you're seasoned to options, do comment below to tell me what is your favorite option strategy, and let me know if you love more tutorials on option strategies. So the way that I created this particular option setup is to both sell and buy options. Now the key is here, if you look at option strategy, the options at the bottom, 175 put and 185 call are options that I sell. And you can see that the expiry date is on 26th of July. That's before the earnings announcement. At the same time, I will also buy a correspondent options, 175 put and 185 call after the earnings announcements, which is the 9th of August. What is going to happen, and the whole entire game plan, is to wait for these particular options to go through time decay and loses its value, especially those that I'm selling. So the whole logic is based on the fact that options that I sell that will expire before the earnings, they will lose most of its value before the earnings, and that's where I gain from the loss in value. At the same time, options that I bought that's after the earnings will retain bulk of its value because there's still a lot of opportunity for these options to be in the money after the earnings has been announced. But I will not wait until the announcements to close these positions. So let me show you what happened. On the 12th of July, I set up this particular trade for Boeing, the double calendar spread. And I entered field at $4.98, meaning to say my capital was $498. And this was entered on the 12th of July. On the 19th of July, I exited the trade, and you can see for Boeing double calendar spread, I have made a realized profit. You can see I make a loss on the July 175 put and on the August 185 call. That's because I have to purchase them back at a higher price. However, for the 185 July call and the August put, that's where I make bulk of the money. All in all, taking the profits that I've collected minus off the losses that we make, that's about $56. Remember, my capital was $498. So my returns of capital is 11.2% in just 1 week. This strategy is extremely flexible because we can choose to adjust the call or put to skew towards a particular side, and this is where we see a double mountaintop. We can even add a triple mountaintop by adding another specific leg. However, do note a few things. To execute this strategy, make sure you go for stocks that have high liquidity and volume, because to enter 4 legs in an option strategy, all of them must be filled for the options to be effective. And do remember to also calculate the brokerage fees because it will eat into the profits.
Hey friends, if you have not joined Super Investor Club, this is an invitation for you to come and join me to live trade every single week. I know that investing in the stock market, especially if you are new, can be difficult at first. It's scary, it's like risky. The reason why I open up Super Investor, because I want to make this affordable for everyone. It is just the price of likely your Netflix subscription every single month. Since the beginning of Super Investors, we have been beating the market by almost 30 to 40% using real life cash, real life portfolio, where you see exactly every single trade that I made and the reasons behind every trade. Once you join Super Investors, you can straight away access to my past trades, my past recordings, and the whole entire archive of all my option strategies as well. And this is a gift for you. You can join Super Investors for 2 weeks absolutely free. And if it's not worth it for you, you don't think that it's working, you can just cancel the subscription, no charges at all. And once you join, you have full access to my strategies, all the recordings of how I analyze stocks, how I use option strategies, 100% accessible to you. I do hope you take advantage of this special gift, and I'll see you in my weekly trades. Now, back to the video.
Overall, this strategy is extremely favorable because the maximum amount you lose will be the amount of debit you pay to set up this strategy, and in my case, it's $498. At the same time, after establishing the trade, I will also set in stop loss to lose maximum half of the premium. And if I can make about 10% in a week, I will exit, and it was a very good trade. So as you can see, during earnings season, Instead of just guessing whether the stocks is going up or down, we can use options to create all this advantage for us to earn using time decay and also volatility. Do let me know if you enjoyed this video and if you want more option strategies to help us conquer the stocks and options market. I'll see you in the next video.